Hey guys, WALLAH here. Today I'm going to be talking about some things. This video is more for people who struggle in trials and need some, tips and stuff, and maybe you want to know the way I think when I play. So I'm gonna list a few things that I think are really important for trials, and you should start maybe implementing in your gameplay. I don't think you will 100% go flawless every single time after watching this video, but I do think it'll help you in certain situations, especially when the games tend to be pretty close. This is especially useful for that. Just want to let you guys know before we get started, these guys actually ended up teabagging, as you could see, so that means there's no mercy, and I will punch bodies and teabag. Please don't hate me. Alright, anyways, I just want to let you guys know. So the first tip has something to do with Stasis. Ever since Stasis came into Trials has been pretty shitty to the point where a lot of people don't have fun playing, including myself. Sometimes I find myself literally helpless, getting Glacier Nade slammed over and over and over and over, assuming the other team has 3 hunters. So it can get quite ridiculous at times. This tip might not help you 100% of the time because, again, if the other team has 3 Glacier Nades, there's not much you can do at some points, but just assuming the other team isn't the greatest, right? When you end up running to the choke point, whatever map it may be, in the middle, whatever, try to make them think that you're going to run through the choke point on the radar, then run back, like kind of bait out the Glacier Nades, because Glacier Nades are really popular. As soon as you start to get to the higher rounds as well, you're going to match a lot of hunters that are playing Stasis because it's so damn good. So my first tip, I should say, is when you go to a choke point, don't run in right away, especially at the beginning of the game when everybody has their grenades up. Try to bait out the Glacier Nades. I know it's really fucking hard to do because it's so broken, but again, like I said, make them think you're going to run through the choke point on the radar and then literally turn around and run right back, because I promise you 9 out of 10 times they're going to throw the grenade down because they're idiots. Everyone that uses that grenade is a moron. So, if I used it, I'd be a moron too. Okay, no hate, but it's just a fact. There's not much you can do to counter that grenade, though. Anyways, tip number 2 I want to get into doesn't have anything to do with Stasis, but this is something my teammate does a lot, which kind of triggers me. Is if you're last alive on the team, assuming it's whatever round it may be, if you're last alive and the other players are really damn good, and you already know the chances of you clutching up are pretty, like, basically 0%. Just die. Either jump off the map or just let them kill you. Jumping off the map is preferred so they don't get super energy, but just try to end the round quicker. Assuming the other team you're playing against has high intellect as well, they're building 3 supers to 1. So again, I have a friend called Rito. He likes to play and clutch up and let the whole round go through, and he ends up losing the round anyways. So not only does it piss off your teammates because they have to sit there and watch you for 2 minutes straight, but you're also giving the other team super energy as well, assuming they all have high intellect as well, right? I love Rito to death, obviously, but it's just an example. If you're last alive and you already know you can't clutch up, just jump off the map. Again, I know it's kind of a weird tip, but just trust me. Another tip I want to talk about is if you're ever doing really good in the game, let's say it's 3 to 1 or something, and you have your super up right away, way before anyone else, and you already know they're not going to get their supers for a little bit. Use your super. Don't save it. Use your super. Secure that round win to just further maybe just make the enemies feel like shit. I guess just secure that round, because why not? You're gonna have your super way before they are. You could maybe charge another super by the time, assuming let's say the other team manages to come back a little bit, you'll be able to charge a second super, so you can secure a free win with that super because they don't have one, right? And assuming you guys are winning anyways, if you have your super, that means your teammates are going to have it pretty soon as well. So again, use your supers right away, assuming that you have a healthy lead to begin with as well. It's always good to use your super early to get a free round win as well. Next tip is if you ever see someone split on the radar, let's say you see 2 people middle and you have one of the enemies flanking or something, right? Instead of maybe just sitting there, like, not sure what to do, literally take command, tell your team, hey, there's someone behind us. Let's triple team the shit out of him, man. Like, let's make him feel like an idiot right now. You all triple team him. I guarantee, even if he manages to kill one of you guys, it's still a 2v2 scenario, right? And you have the reses next to you as well. So if you have a Titan on your team, put a Titan shield in front of your team revive, bam, you get a free revive. Now it's 3v2. Assuming he does manage to trade. But if it's a 3v1, the chances of him trading are pretty low. Assume again, but you got to make sure he doesn't Glacier Nade you or something, right? So keep your distance, push the guy also at the same time, and just, you can get a free kill that way. Don't be scared to punish people that are flanking, especially in trials where every kill counts, right? It's very important. Now, when it comes to what weapons you should use in trials, it's kind of, I mean, it is up to you on what you want to use. In my opinion, I think sniping is very strong due to how slow the gameplay could be at sometimes, but it all depends on what map it is, right? Something like Javelin 4, like this gameplay you're watching here, shotguns are beautiful, they're perfect, right? Sniping is still good on this map, but let's say something like that map we just had this week. What was it? Radiant Cliffs, dude. Sniping on that map was very strong due to the fact that you couldn't really push through the chokehold, right? It was really hard to push through because of how strong Stasis is. Every time you decided to make a move, you would get glaciated, whatever it may be. So when it comes to what guns you should use, if you can get really good at sniping, I definitely think that's your #1 bet. Sniping is just good all around, always. You can snipe when someone's up close, when someone's across the map, if you are good enough, right? So I would recommend at minimum at least 1 sniper per team, if possible. If you have 2 really good snipers, you could get away with 2, but in all honesty, I think 1 good sniper is plenty. You'll be able to spawn kill the reses. Whenever someone dies, you can watch the res with the sniper. And yeah, I definitely think having at least 1 sniper is pretty important. But you don't have to. Again, that's just my personal take on it. Speaking about reses, whenever you manage to kill someone in trials, if let's say you're playing with people that aren't the greatest, right? Like whether you have to LFG or whatever it may be, whenever you get a kill, instead of just pushing the other 2, if you really want to play safe, get your teammates to come and hold the res, hold that body that you managed to get down, right? Because now you're charging 3 supers to 2, and it kind of forces the other team to push you. Yeah, they can wait out the whole round. If you guys are patient and you don't mind playing like this, get a kill, wait on that body, put up some shields, whatever it may be, and just wait, chill on it, because now you can play the super game, and now that guy that's killed is going to get annoyed because he won't have his super. It's all a mind game at the end of the day. And I definitely think whenever you guys manage to get a kill, you should hold that body. If you're not the strongest team, for sure, you should just wait and hold it. Let's say you're playing against 3 snipers. One of you manages to get picked. One of your teammates dies. And they don't push you, right? They're just sniping the res, waiting for you, right? So there's a few things you can do, right? With Stasis now, you have the glaciated, like I talked about. You could res, and as soon as you're done resing, you could throw the glaciated up so they can't snipe him. You could also, what you could do is, assuming maybe let's say they only have 1 sniper on the team or something. Once you res your teammate, you can actually push them out of the way. This has been a very old trick, but some people might not know, right? So what I mean is, as soon as you res your teammate, slide into your teammate so you can actually push them out of the way, out of the sniper shot. Again, this has been in Destiny for a very long time, and you most likely already know this, but again, maybe someone in here doesn't know, right? So just thought I'd point that out. This last tip, I guess, I was going to be pretty damn toxic, to say the least, but it's the hard truth. If you aren't that great of a player, use Stasis. Just use Stasis. Like, the chances of you going flawless not using Stasis is just so much lower, assuming you're not that great of a PvP player. Trust me when I say this, just use it, please. If you really want to... I can't believe I'm begging you to use it, but like, if you really do want to go flawless... If you're a Hunter player, for example, it's a really good example. Stasis on Hunter compared to any other subclass is just night and day difference. Like I said, the class is so broken to the point where it's just not even fair going in a 1v1. Just use it. If you really want to win, I would use it 100%. Don't use Golden Gun. Don't use Night Stalker. Just use Stasis if you truly want to win. That goes for Titan and maybe Warlock. Again, Warlock Stasis isn't bad, but Titan and Hunter Stasis are by far the better subclasses for sure. I think that's going to wrap up the video, guys. I can't really talk about every single little thing. These are some tips I feel like not everybody goes over. I feel like a lot of the trials videos is like, hey, don't die, haha. It's like, yeah, no shit, man. Thanks for the tip, though. Again, I might have missed some basic stuff. I do apologize, but I thought some of these things I listed were pretty important. I don't want to keep the video going for so damn long. So again, this isn't every single trials tip ever to imagine, but these are pretty important, I would say, for sure. So hopefully you guys can start doing this in your gameplay and maybe tell your teammates, like, hey, if they try to clutch up every single round, it's like, hey, maybe you want to jump off so they don't get super energy or something, but anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.